Whose phone?
Turn that shit on silent.
That's yours. Your light's on too.
Hey, Brian. Well, share the text message with the whole class now, Brian.
Wanted to see if you wanted to have a beer.
Ah, damn, you're lucky.
No, you're coming out, Cody. You're coming out. Your decibels are pretty high.
What guy is that?
Just want to make sure we both didn't match with him.
I just want to give a thank you to our live audience in the crowd.
Yeah, they're great.
We'll cut away to that in a second here. Getting traction.
We even got people demanding seats now. Next week we're selling tickets.
Our budget's not there yet. Do you guys want to drink? I'll make you a drink real quick if you guys want to get into it.
Well, I mean, I'm not moving.
I'll do the drinks.
Okay. Yeah, I want
one?
some of Brian's peach tea with some of that Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Please.
No,
Wait,
I
what's
think
in
I'm
that?
okay.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna wait till later. So.
I can put some
What's in that?
coffee and Jack
Small
if you
one.
want.
Ooh,
What?
That changes
coffee
everything.
and Jack. It always.
Okay. Yeah.
Coffee and Jack?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
Fuck it. We got an hour in here.
That's true.
That does sound dangerous.
Yeah.
That's what school children drink.
Yeah,
in
take it off.
Ireland
I'll
for
make you
breakfast. Hey, what is in that other one? What's in the
The gold one?
Oh, okay.
I'm curious what our audience are laughing at. Why? What's funny?
I think that means we're doing well.
Food and water. Just snacking back there.
Oh man.
What a
3
fun-
minutes into the podcast, and
So-
Brian's worried about running out of food and water.
Yeah, well, we just have to wait for that ice to melt, which shouldn't take long now that the garage door is closed.
It is hot.
It was.
It's really hot in here, especially with these stupid lights on it.
Oh, no, dude, the lights are great.
No,
they
but
are
we look
great.
good though. We look good as fuck.
Oh no, I'm sure we look great. I'm gonna have to color correct us and all that. I don't want to look too dark or too light. Just trying to get the right tone.
All right, for anybody that cares or knows anything, or even if you don't, what do you guys got in the Super Bowl today? It's a Philadelphia Eagles and
so
the New
it's-
England Patriots.
These are Falcons. So Eagles, the green and black, right? Green and white.
Mm-hmm.
And who?
The Dirty Birds. Yeah, that's the New England Patriots.
Patriots.
Are the team that they're playing.
Low key, I'm tired of the Patriots always going on.
Thanks, Coach. I couldn't agree with you more, Brian.
Yeah. So I'm going for the Birds.
Yep. I'm with the Dirty Birds from Philly.
Dirty Birds from the Philly.
Anybody else with some analysis, Steph? I know you're a super in-depth football fan.
I'm just here to drink beer and eat. And
Drink
eat food.
beer.
That's the best part of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can't say I've never really gone into football. I'm more a
Oh,
baseball kind of girl.
yeah.
Baseball.
What about the commercials? Do you guys ever care about the commercials? Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah. Those are I think those are like the
Do you remember any?
best parts.
I remember that Doritos had
God
good
damn it.
You've
commercials.
been like eyeing the drink the whole time.
Did you see me? I was just looking at it the entire time. Thank you.
The last
And then
time I heard,
Brian, you wanted a juice box or what did you want?
Yeah, my juice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Capri Sun
Like,
and
The last
Jack
no,
Daniels.
I was drinking yesterday on the job. So.
Dude, where were you working?
I did shoot out here in Idlewild, and then I went to like a small little
Holy fuck.
it's a little wedding.
It's not enough.
So just chug half of it and
Ooh.
then fill it up with coffee again.
It hurt.
You guys remember the movie Big Daddy? Isn't it
Yeah,
the Eagles?
with-
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Adam
yeah.
Sandler? Damn, that's a good movie. What is that?
That leaks, my guy.
It's
So you got
apple
a small,
juice.
You got a small apple juice lake on your.
It's all right. I was scooping up in your drink.
I'm not gonna let any apple juice go to waste.
Who do you have on the football thingy?
Yeah, who do you have? The
Um,
Eagles and or the?
I
Patriots?
obviously, because I'm a little hurt.
Oh, you're a little hurt?
You can see why. Definitely do not want the Patriots to win
Yeah, no.
at all whatsoever. They shouldn't even won that game against was it Panthers?
No, the Jaguars.
Jaguars. That game.
Why not?
Didn't you see how when they barely tapped him out at the 20-yard line, it wasn't his. He didn't catch it, and once they tapped him out, they would have given him that 20-yard advance, and he would have had that catch, that completion, anyways.
Who got this play?
Brady threw it. It was out of bounds, or it was gonna be out of bounds. He only had 1 foot in. It was just like a tap, so it really wasn't considered a completion,
okay.
and he got
But he got
offensive or some
Pass
shit.
interference?
Yeah, not pass interference. It was like unnecessary something, and they
Or
gave it to
holding
him,
or
and he was at the
something.
20-yard line.
Oh,
and then
shit.
they showed the official.
Patriots get all the calls. I'll
They get
tell you
all the
that
calls,
much.
dude.
They get all,
Yeah.
they do get all the
and
calls.
they got and right after the play, you see the official laughing with Brady.
Oh god.
So it was like, bro,
Oh, that's not a good. Look.
yeah, it's like, bro, come on, are you for real? Are you gonna do that on live television? Like everyone just seen that. So
That's-
I don't know. I was talking because I was in Texas this weekend,
How was Texas?
Oh man.
Oh, dude, tell us about Texas.
I'll get to that.
Dude, well, you need to tell them about that photo you sent me.
What photo? I didn't see a photo.
Yeah, let's see it. Pass it around.
So I'm in my hotel, and not even my hotel. We got there. We were using somebody else's hotel before because we couldn't check into our Airbnb until the next morning. And I'm like jumping in the shower, and Brian texts me, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm out right now with a bunch of girls or something. And I was like, hoping he would just show like the girls he was with my picture, and I like bare ass took a photo, and I was like, tell me my ass don't look cute.
It looked cute.
But you know what was the worst part was he didn't respond for me for about 2 days, and I was
You're butt ass naked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Ara's completely naked.
Yeah,
in the
completely
picture.
naked.
Profile
Wanna see
view.
it?
We're gonna
for
go.
anybody-
We'll put it up.
Yeah, maybe we'll
at this point.
Well,
At this point,
well-
the naked picture. Maybe I don't know.
If it's
Oh,
legal.
man.
So I show him this, and then like he doesn't respond, and I'm like, okay, thinking the time difference, maybe he fell asleep, and I was like, he'll respond to me in the morning, and then didn't respond to me all day, and then I'm just kind of like, this might be getting a little weird for either him or me, because like, I don't know, maybe he thought because he was drunk, I saw it as an opportunity to like, hey Brian, what do you think about me naked? But no, it was like. And then we were texting, and he never brought it up while we were texting. And I was like, okay, maybe he's just going to pretend it didn't happen, because if he'll pretend, I'll pretend. And, like, it was literally last night on my way here. I already had landed. I had just got there when I sent this photo of him. And then I landed yesterday back in California, and he goes, dude, I just seen that photo. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, you had the appropriate response for that.
Was this yesterday?
No, I sent him that picture Thursday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he responded yesterday being Saturday.
Man.
And I was sweating bullets. I was like, I hope we're still friends.
So Brian was with a bunch of girls, and that's why you sent it. Like,
Just thinking like, oh, dude, look how gay my friend is. Send me a picture, and like maybe the girls would have been like, oh, he has a cute butt.
Yeah,
But like, no,
that's
it was
a pretty
the wrong.
bold strategy.
It
Like,
is.
without planning with Brian to like, hey, dude, I'm gonna send you a picture.
I just
right
felt
now.
like
I
he
want you
would
to
have
show your
like,
friends.
what would Jesus do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Right,
in the
yeah,
right
for
moment, he
sure.
would have just been like, oh, dude,
Nah,
look
you're
at
right.
my, you know. But no,
D-robe,
no, didn't.
send pictures to everyone.
It totally went sideways.
How was the funeral?
It was kind of weird and funny. I wish I would have taken a picture of the dude, because the guy that was giving the eulogy looked exactly like Jeff Sessions.
Oh,
And then I
man.
sat next to a dude that looked like a gothic Jesus, or maybe even Judas. His hair was all like gray and had like a super long goat beard. So I know I should have been paying attention, but like I was just too busy people watching. And this Jeff Sessions dude was like, yeah, I knew Jim really well. And like it
Oh,
was
man.
bad, dude. We're all seeing the guy's name and like
Yeah.
Jim, you know, not gonna give the last
Oh,
name out of
man.
respect. And he's like, you know, John was such a great guy, and like you could see everyone was like kind of looking around, and then dude, he just turns his back and it says
Oh, it
Jim. I was like,
sucks.
oh fuck. And there's just a lot. Like there was a dude sitting in front of me, and I don't have shit against ponytails, but when you're like 48 and you got a ponytail and you got like male pattern baldness, that to me says he lost everything in the divorce, and the only thing he's holding on to is that ponytail. And what was working harder than his hair attached to his head was the little like rubber band that was holding all those hairs together. Like one wrong move and that shit would have just slid off, and it was bad. But
Same
yeah,
rubber band he's had since the divorce.
probably, yeah, it's the only thing he kept, and it was hilarious to watch that
He's never
guy.
gonna get rid of it.
No, but
Alright.
phones were going off. It was.
Dude, Brian,
it was a
props
fun
for
time.
asking like how was a funeral. 'Cause I would have never asked somebody that.
I know.
Bro,
I don't know.
honestly,
That's what he went
Texas.
You like
for.
asked how was Texas? I was like, oh no, this is like no,
Yeah, that kinda
no.
was
You don't want to.
No, Texas. Honestly, Texas is weird. We went to we landed in Fort Worth, where it's the area like Dealey Plaza, which I went to go visit,
You have one
was
burger?
where JFK got assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's where we went.
Is that what that X in the street was?
There's two
In Mar-
X's.
in
So the
Mar-
first X is from when when he's like grabbing himself.
the
That's when
person
it
got shot,
is in his neck. The second one was when his head got blasted.
Oh,
Yeah, and I made a little small video, which
That's
I'm gonna
cool,
have to try to
dude,
post
you
up
got
soon.
to visit that.
Oh,
That's
that was
awesome.
I'm a huge history buff. So as
Yeah,
soon as we landed,
awesome.
I was like Fort Worth.
big history guy.
Yeah, I love it. Buff. Is that not a thing?
No, I'm
His-
just kidding. I'm
History buff.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Anyways, so as soon as we landed in Fort Worth, I was like, yo, that's the airport that Kennedy landed in. And then I looked it up. I was like, dude, Dealey Plaza is like 15 minutes from here.
Mhm.
So we ended up doing that later. But when we're driving, we got like an Uber, and we drove to the hotels where everybody was staying. And like culture shock, dude. It's different from here. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre makes sense now. Like when you get
Yeah.
in a sense where you go out of your house and there's no other houses. Like it's a house,
Oh, and there's just
space,
nothing
dude. There's
around.
just space.
Okay.
A gas station with like they're the ones that probably are committing all these murders, and then another 10 like I don't know miles, and then there's a few houses, but it's just like far and few.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to
Desolate
Texas?
and
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
to
You know,
Texas,
I've only
yeah.
driven.
been to
I've only
Texas.
driven through
Yeah.
Texas. I never stayed there or anything.
Yeah, Texas is gnarly.
So is
It's-
it kind of like a Bakersfield or a
Probably worse.
worse?
Yeah,
Oh,
because there's like
man.
one
Worse
street
than
light.
Bakersfield?
Yeah.
There's like one street light for like 90 yards.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so when you see the movies, they're screaming, "Somebody help!" Trust me, no one's gonna
Oh,
hear you.
man.
No one's
Or
gonna
no
see
one's gonna
you.
want to come out.
Yeah, no one's gonna
Yeah.
want to come out. Like your neighbor's the one doing it.
Sucks.
You know, it's that bad.
Where my juice at?
My juice.
All right,
Bring your motherfucking juice.
All right.
Yeah, this is better because now we all have like some sauce in us.
Yeah.
Well, not you, but
No, not me, but we could pretend. That I do.
I like to pretend.
I always like to pretend. I pretend a lot. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't
Depends.
pretend about the sauce.
I mean,
just get
I've-
some, but I like to pretend.
Yeah, it depends on my situation too.
What do you like to? Do you ever pretend about things? You have things that you pretend about often.
if we could please have the.
My whole job
if we could-
consists of pretending.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
yeah.
right.
Especially when I come to customer service, I'm like super fake. I'm
Oh,
like,
everything's
Yeah.
pretend. At that
yeah,
point.
like when they ask me, oh, dude, you're like, we should go skating sometime, and like,
It's like,
yeah,
yeah, we
man,
should.
yeah, we should. I don't even.
We're not
fucking-
gonna skate.
We're not
gotta
gonna skate.
fake
bro.
it till you make it.
Yeah, fake it. till-
Imagine if you just told that person too at that time, just like we should go skate sometime. Just like we're not gonna skate.
We're not gonna skate,
It's not
man.
gonna happen.
It's
I'm
not.
sorry.
I don't even barely like going out with my own friends.
Hey man,
I'm always like, nah.
we
I
got like
stuff to
we
do.
got like 3 hours set up in this. What do you mean?
I know, right?
Ario's only been working since 8:30 this morning.
Yeah,
and
I
making Sure
know.
we could do this.
I was sitting outside Best Buy because I didn't check the
Balls.
time when they opened.
You're there with the little Ario.
I'm just like, I guess we're
Aw.
gonna eat McDonald's.
Dude,
No, son. It's normal to eat in the car before
Yeah.
Best Buy opens.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I remember hanging out like when I was super young at McDonald's before they would open. Like, fuck, man, I want my breakfast.
That's pretty early, dude. That's
Yeah.
like 5 o'clock.
No, but
Your
back
mom's
then-
like, I can't drop you off at school at 8. I gotta start at 7, so
It's
you
like
gotta wait at
back in
McDonald's
the
at 6.
90s.
Do you guys still eat McDonald's?
No,
Oh yeah, no.
No.
I don't do.
Ario does.
No.
See, and I think them like doubling down on them being shitty food too. Like now they're doing like the 1, 2, 3 like deal or whatever. Where it's
Well, in the
like,
beginning of the year, they were all fighting each other. Did you see like Wendy's came out with
Oh,
one?
Dude,
yeah,
they all
they're
all of
beefing
them.
it.
They all have
Yeah,
like five little
they
box or
their
whatever.
commercials were like fighting each other's too. Like the one, I think it was a Wendy's one where they're all running in the field and like they have blurred out faces, but you can clearly tell.
No, that's
they're-
Jack in the Box.
Was that Jack in the
Oh,
Box
Jack
that
They're
did
all
that?
blurred in the field,
Yeah.
and then he unblurs that one guy's face. He's like, except this guy. This
Oh.
guy's in
Yeah.
trouble.
No, I
Dude, I
remember
was
that.
actually gonna say, I think Jack in the Box probably has the best commercials. Like when it
Yeah.
comes to doing that.
them and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No,
Oh,
Arby's.
dude.
Arby's is pretty.
Arby's,
With
I
their
haven't-
commercials,
We-
they're pretty.
I like
We got
savage.
the
Chick-fil-A.
meats.
Not only
Pretty
have I not seen
savage
an
when it
Arby's
comes-
commercial, but I probably haven't even seen an Arby's.
Really?
Yeah,
It's right
I
there
don't-
off
Not many of them.
Vineyard or
They're like
Archibald.
Sonics
Yeah, yeah,
out
Foothill.
here. They're
I've
I've
hard
seen
to-
the Sonic.
Yeah,
I've
they're
seen
hard
the.
to,
That's the only
hard
one,
to
Sonic.
dude. Where's another one?
There's
Did
an
there used to
Arby's.
be one
There's
on
an
Mountain?
Arby's right there on Grove, right by the airport, by the In-N-Out, by the Denny's. The
I don't think
Denny's
I've seen it.
bar
I
on
don't think I've
Vineyard.
seen it.
She lying.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
it was a huge
I
thing out there in
swear.
There's an Arby's
Texas.
down there?
Yeah, like
There's a
right
Wendy's
right
down
across
there,
the
I
street
know that.
from In-N-Out, right there.
In-N-Out's
Yeah,
probably.
but if you're
corner.
right, if you're in the In-N-Out neighborhood,
Yeah.
you're not going to Arby's.
Yeah.
You know
Like,
what? You know what was huge out there?
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
I still haven't tried it.
I wasn't gonna
think I
try
have
it.
been
I
there.
want.
Well, remember when we drove to Chicago? We saw a bunch of them.
Did we go to anywhere?
No,
unique?
no.
We didn't.
We went to a Hardee's, but it was basically a Carl's Jr.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Can you
We
put my
went to
phone on
the
silent?
first Chipotle
that was cool.
that shared a. It was an adjacent to a
A pot
marijuana
shop.
clinic, but that was before the time.
Yeah, that was. Well, it was legal out there for them for a long time.
No, well, it was always medical, like how it was here, but we
That's-
were visiting. We
that's
were
the Wild
about to-
West.
Wait, I want to ask you now, Cody, something real fast. Has a girl ever volunteered you into a fight?
Oh yeah, it's from our last.
volunteered me into a fight.
Like your
Like she
girl,
did something dumb, and she was like,
and she causes a ruckus, and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna have to like.
Nah, no.
No, okay, that's good.
No.
man.
I've dated a girl that
Well, then again,
I
he's
saw
white. He don't get-
fight
he doesn't get
before
put in
I
those
dated
situations.
Her, though. I wasn't dating her when she fought.
Oh.
So I got to be fully invested and interested in the fight and be like, oh damn, whoop her ass. Like I don't have any stake in this at all.
and then
It was
that
wild.
when
It
you
was
saw
outside
that.
it was outside the glass house.
I was there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing
Ooh.
that day.
Yeah, we
At
don't
the
have to talk
Glass
about who
House,
it was. They're gonna know
I remember.
just by that detail.
That was intense.
I hope all 4 of them know.
That was intense.
4, damn.
There were
Yeah.
well, it's 2 on 2.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I missed that
Pretty
day.
cool.
It was was it a big show that day?
Yeah.
Was
a
it
big
like Sleeping Giant or Stick to Your Guns or something?
And I know we played. It was it either December Decimation or
Okay.
something.
Oh
like
yeah, one of the
Yeah.
big shows.
Was ACF playing that?
Yeah, we're
Working at a
playing-
bar,
yeah.
don't you usually see like fights all the time?
Oh yeah.
You see, does it
Yeah.
really happen like that?
Oh yeah. There's fights. There's people having sex in the restroom.
Ooh.
There's people. We find naked people in the restroom.
You call us when that happens.
Did anything
Yeah,
happen to
it's-
you?
We
Oh,
need to make an investigative team. Keep going.
you guys just
Well,
need
not
to, you
do
guys
that.
just need to be there like on a Friday or Saturday night. And you'll see shit.
Today's
go
Just
down.
lay
Saturday.
low.
Sunday.
Sundays get crazy too.
Next
Sundays get
weekend,
pretty
being
crazy.
Super
Sunday
Bowl.
nights get
Trench
crazy.
coats, top hats, black
And then
Ray-Bans.
Lemon
We're in.
Festival's coming, or Irish
Uh-huh.
Festival's coming up, so
Oh,
that's gonna be
fuck.
crazy.
In
Mm.
March.
I'll be working, so
We will
I
be
ain't
there.
going.
Oh, you can for sure give us free beers on that day. It's nuts to butts in that piece on St. Patrick's Day.
I bet.
You should tell him that story you were telling me
oh,
before we got here.
I was talking to him. I was telling him like he's like, oh, how was your night? I was like, well, I got harassed and sexually
Sexually.
harassed.
Whoa.
Um,
That shit got dark real quick.
yeah, I just
Harassed was funny, but
Well, yeah. I mean, it needed context. Like, hey, you little girl, you're rude. Like, what a harasser. And then it's like, hey, your butt's cute. Like, what? Like that's a quick turn.
no. God, this happened so many times. I could tell you guys so many stories.
Yeah.
We'd be here for hours, but
Uh-oh.
I was just walking. About to be like 30 minutes off. 30 minutes till I was off, and
Off of work, right?
off of work.
Okay.
And then I was coming. I don't know if you guys been in the back, but there's a long
Yeah,
walkway. It narrows
we
out.
entered.
So I'm walking from the kitchen to back to the bar, and this drunk guy who I served him like one drink, but the girls, he was in the back, so the other girls were taking care of him.
He had more than one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I just so happened to be wearing leggings, with
All hoochie.
sneakers,
She's trying to
Leggings.
say that she looks sexy, but she's not gonna say it.
But
Yeah.
I was walking by and this guy just grabs my ass hard.
Is it like,
Ooh.
the
He's
whole,
like, is this that
bottom
secret
sh-
menu
Like
right
a like if you're grabbing for like a foam ball or something,
Oh, so
and
it's
like
one of those.
it
It wasn't like
Oh,
one of
wow.
like.
Oh, so you
No.
felt each
Isn't that
finger.
sexual?
Yeah.
That's sexual assault, right? Not
yeah,
sexual
it's sexual
harassment.
assault. There you go.
Okay.
I don't know why I kept saying harassment, but yeah. And so I reacted, and luckily all the girls I'm with don't fuck around, so
Damn.
they reacted, and then the guy ended up trying to leave because we were threatening to call the cops.
Booking
Oh
it.
damn!
So my coworker had to tackle him down, hold him down until the cops came, and they arrested him.
Fuck.
Man, I mean, that's a huge gamble you got to take. Like, first of all, you got to be a dude that has sensitive fingers for that to like matter. You know what I mean? Because like my callous fingers, if I grab a butt, it's the same thing as grabbing a dude's thigh. Like I ain't gonna get off to that unless each one of my fingers can really like feel.
It's not about. I don't think it's about that part of it as much as it is like the person doing it. Like he wants to do that to that too. It was her. It was Stephanie. In this
But you
case,
think about like
unfortunately.
his position too. He's like, oh yeah, she's gonna like this shit.
Yeah,
and
that-
just kind
I
of.
think
No,
it's just
yeah.
he was just drunk, and I
But
don't even know
still,
what
like,
goes
we're-
through people's heads.
probably
when people do
nothing,
things
especially
like
when you're
that.
drunk. If you're gonna do
Yeah.
something like that,
The first grand opening, actually, I think I told you guys about this, but grand opening, my coworker at the time, huge fake boobs up to her chin.
We'll have a photo of that too.
she
This
should get her money
kid-
back.
This kid, he was at the bar. He was young. I think he was like barely 21. This little like nerdy little dude.
Hey man.
And
Something wrong with being.
nothing
Yeah.
against nerds.
Glasses, bro.
Nothing
You're
against
good.
nerds.
You don't
He
have
looked
glasses,
like
no.
he looked like a little Bill Gates,
You're not wearing
like a
them,
Bill
it's okay.
Gates
Okay.
replica.
Oh, a little Bill
Oh.
Gates.
Yeah,
That's
a little
totally
Bill
different.
Gates, you
Totally
know?
different.
Okay, yeah.
So he's right there at the bar, and he's kind of like slumped down, and you just see him from up here, and he's asking us just really weird questions. Do we like white guys, or do we like this?
Was
or
he white?
That is a weird
Yeah,
question.
really weird question.
Let me be the only white guy and say that's a super weird
So we
question.
started ignoring him, and then all of a sudden, there's seats in back. So
Was
you
he
can see-
drinking?
No, he was completely sober.
Okay, that is a
Completely
weird
sober.
question then when you're
And
sober.
Huh.
so all of a sudden, I'm doing something, and this girl just screams and is like, "Oh my god!" And I go to the other side of the bar. She's calling me over, and I look, and this kid's just jerking off under the
Mhm.
bar
Just
top,
going ham.
just going for it.
Ooh.
So I
Yeah.
ran and called my boss. We got like 3 guys from the kitchen,
Whoa.
and
Oh shit.
they like
No,
squared
not
up on
dark.
him. The guy reacted, pants down, like
Square.
hard
Imagine
as a rock.
him like, let's do it, and
yeah,
like, that's 3
and
fists
gonna
up.
fight them, and with his dick still hanging out.
Oh.
And,
Rock hard?
Was he hard?
Hard.
Just like
Damn.
Hard. Yeah.
All right, real quick. Do you guys fight? Would you fight someone if you had? Let's not worry about why you're fighting this person. Let's say you have a good reason to fight them. hard as a rock, mad boner, are you gonna fight that person still?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, what does it
probably.
do? It's just skin.
I think it. I think
What is
it'd
it
be
like? It's
easier.
gonna touch you and your arm's gonna fall off. It's not a
I think
magic
it'd be
wand.
easier.
That's what I thought.
I'll
happened.
punch
Sound like
it
that?
head on. I just.
My coworkers, they didn't want to go near him though, because they were just.
But like, see,
oh,
but like,
they didn't
but
wanna
see,
go
like,
near him.
why?
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
But
about.
see, like,
So-
why wouldn't you want to go near him? What does his
'Cause
dick have?
Fucking dicks out there.
Okay,
dude.
but does it have magical abilities?
I would just kick it.
You don't know until
it'd
you
give
touch
like,
it, and I don't
like
want to find
15
out.
extra mana points that every hit's gonna hurt even more. Like it doesn't make. It's just like give him like a, you
Sean,
know.
the
I
leading
flinch when my
strategy in
pants
that
are on.
moment is to go up and just punt his dick as soon as you're within range. Just
I would.
just
I'm like
upkick
I
it.
would do like a girl fight. You know, like girls grab hair. I would grab his dick, make sure he
Of course
doesn't
you
go
would.
anywhere.
Of course you would.
You know what I mean? And like that point, you're just like.
You're just trying to grab any dick you can.
Well, I mean, if it's out there, it's not weird.
That's a different lottery.
It's not like I pull his pants out and then grab it. It's already there.
you
So
turn it into
he
dick
goes
grabbing
into a
contest. I was
losing
talking
fight, is
about
what I'm
fighting.
saying.
I think I would just kick it in as hard as I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would just kick it
Either
as hard
front,
as I
like,
could.
front,
mean-
like punt kick or a front kick.
No, like a front kick to where this is his dick and it's like
Ah,
Oh.
dude.
and it pushes in and it hurts. You know?
Did you guys ever see? This is a super old school video. This is like one of the first videos I ever saw when people started showing you funny videos on the internet. Do you guys remember? Oh man, you better not have no brothers. What was that? Unforgivable. Do you guys remember that?
Yes,
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah, yeah.
Unforgivable.
That was one of them too, but this isn't the same thing. This was a commercial in Europe, but it didn't work in the United States. You'll know why when I tell you what happened. So it's a dude and a chick, and they're sitting on the side of the bed, and like they're like the dude's like we're trying to get it on, and like
Yeah.
the girl's like naive or whatever, right? And he's like, no, you just like grab it and like it's like a ketchup bottle, like when you're trying to get the ketchup out, right?
Mm.
And so like it's off, like you can only see like their upper torso or whatever on the shot, and you like you can tell that like she like grabs it and like the ketchup bottle, like you figure like you're gonna go like that, and she goes like this.
Oh.
Man.
Unforgivable.
Dude, I was super young. It's like when the first time when you're like, you want to see this video on the internet and like it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones I remember
No.
seeing, and I was
Damn.
like, oh man.
I think my first video I remember seeing on YouTube when it was big was the evolution of dance. Do you guys remember that?
That's old.
was it that one dude?
That one dude
yeah.
where he did
was
like
Napoleon
all,
Dynamite-esque,
yeah.
except he was
Bro,
actually
like to this day I'm trying to get those moves down, and it's
Dude,
been like 12
it's
years.
Not gonna happen. You're
No.
born with that.
It was like evolution of dance, and then it was so stupid. It was called Scary Car Video.
Oh, I
You remember that? Where you like
I
followed
remember
it down that trail, and then
Oh,
you just got
yeah.
real close. Where'd the car go? And it was like, "Bah."
Oh, I used to hate those.
Yeah.
I get so pissed off at those videos.
And then like I had to get smart. Like when I showed people, they actually had one. It was called Funny Car Video, so like people wouldn't like anticipate it, but it was the same video, and then I would still get scared. Like I would like flinch.
I think the ones that annoy me now is like when you're on your phone on Facebook and you're just watching a random video and that stupid girl starts moaning.
Oh yeah.
You got to send me that video.
No, it's just
and
like,
it's like super loud.
Yeah, it's
Oh
super
yeah,
loud,
it's like turn the volume
Yeah.
up.
yeah, turn the volume.
And it's like
Yeah.
nothing, and then it's just like
It's just like,
like
yeah.
super loud. Like
Super-
well,
The
The
obviously,
beginnings,
I
I was
don't know,
like,
might-
this is
might be
the
attractive. It
craziest
doesn't-
video ever.
Every time I'm here, I'm scarred.
I still need you to send me that video.
I will.
Yeah.
Do you
There's
guys
a
remember that
couple.
video? It was black and white, and it was this black dude in the woods.
Yeah. Unforgivable.
That's
She didn't know what to say.
unforgivable.
Oh,
that's
really?
because
I'm
Oh,
a
there's,
little
oh, there's
Yeah.
a name for it?
Yeah,
oh.
it's unforgivable. The different parts. He
There's
goes
four of 'em.
where he was
That's
like, "Go up
hilarious.
there, give me a chicken waffle or
No, he
chicken
goes-
sandwiches
He goes,
and
"The
waffle
chicken
fries."
sandwich
For
and waffle
free.
fries.
Free. And
Bring
then-
back the Dr Pepper.
It was I think the part that killed me was like she came back and sat down. I was like,
What does he say? Like, bitch, who told you to sit down?
"You wait for my request."
You ain't no nerd. Could have swore you
Oh,
were.
man.
Or when he was like, she tried some pants on. I was like, "What that smell like?" and she was like, She didn't know what to say.
She didn't know what to say.
Later on in the evening, took her to Silver Ball. Play some video games or something.
Pissing me off.
My friend actually
Pissing
dated
me
that
off.
guy.
What?
No.
Yeah,
Swear.
yeah, homeboy in the video, yeah.
Is he rich or?
Nah,
That
I
was
don't
a
think
long
he'd be
time
rich.
ago.
I think that was
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
monetization.
No,
Dude,
but I'm
that
saying
was
like I
light
would
years before
assume
that
he's
time.
like
Yeah.
into acting or he would gotten some gigs
Nah,
off
man.
of that.
You know who I
That
seen?
what I would-
I have the video. Remember? I don't know if I sent you guys the video. The D's Nuts guy. I saw him in Vegas.
Oh yeah, he walks around the Ontario Mill.
That's to do with the
sometimes.
teeth, right?
Yeah. He was like sitting there, right? And I was recording it, and this old lady was like, "These nuts."
Got him!
I didn't want to say it. I just wanted to like,
course you're not gonna say
you
it.
know. But dude, in the back of the video, you just hear this. She might have been white too, which was even funnier. Like
She
she's
had
probably with
internet
like a
access,
grandson
it's
or
just no
something,
strong chance.
and it just out of nowhere you hear "These nuts."
Oh.
It was good, dude. I'm gonna have to send you the video so we can put it up. On
I've
here.
only
That was always funny, but I didn't like it how he set it up. He always was intentionally. He's like, yeah, show some in the mail, in the mail.
Who said I got no bitches?
What I got in the mail? Who said I got no?
Who said I got no bitches?
What were you gonna say, Brian?
Oh, I've only been I guess sexually harassed once at the Gritty when we were playing in the small room.
I could do it again for you.
And yeah, just some girl just grabbed my ass, and it took me off guard because I've never it doesn't really happen to us, unfortunately.
That happened to me at the gay club, but I mean.
Oh yeah, at the gay club too.
Walking into the lions.
Really?
Den. That's like me complaining about like falling into like the lion or the tiger entrapment at the zoo, and then the tiger killing me. Can't complain.
West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. We went out.
I forgot the name of it.
Those guys are ballsy. No pun.
Dude,
No,
they don't.
but
They
don't
do
give a
not care.
fuck.
Yeah.
One of
I think
them like
girls are
grabbed me.
more
and
ballsy
then
Well, I
the
used to
other
drive
one,
for
when I was walking by, and you can't see. Like I was going to the bathroom, and when I'm saying I'm going to the bathroom, I was like a horse in a parade. Like I am not. And like he's just like all like. I was
Damn.
Are you guys like super touchy when it comes to homosexuality and like?
Do I
let's
touch
say
people?
If a gay man comes up to you and like hits on you, do you guys react all crazy?
No.
No, honestly, I'd be flattered.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
super
Oh,
flattered.
okay, okay.
Because not only can I get girls, but I can get boys too.
Oh yeah, that's a
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
Kinda
compliment,
pretty.
Yeah.
I
If a gay
You
dude
got
wants
it.
Me, at least some.
That means
Yeah.
that means I got range. You know what I mean?
Okay, now
These were-
what if they touch you though? Like if they
Like-
physically they grab you like
my crotch and all that.
yeah, if they
grab
harass,
you.
like
I mean,
It really
they
depends.
probably
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Like they're probably maybe used to doing that too. Like I don't know.
I'm like,
Are
yeah,
they
Brian
grabbing
looks
me in
gay.
like a kidnapping kind of way, or are they grabbing me in like
Like
like how I got grabbed.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't play no shit. If somebody did
I don't
that
know.
to me,
I wouldn't-
I would shove them. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck was that about?
No, I just, hey man, you know, I don't do that kind of
You
thing.
know,
I'd
nowadays
probably
though,
do that.
guys,
Yeah.
some gay men they don't look gay, and they're like they look super straight.
Right.
Don't look gay. And he's like,
Well, since we're
so it's hard to tell sometimes. Like,
yeah,
you know, like I have a new coworker. He's really good looking, but he's gay. I had no idea.
Is he like ripped too?
He's
Which one was
he's
it?
pretty good built. He's good built.
That's
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's
Don't say it.
describing
Don't.
all the
don't
girls,
say
all the girls at my job already were like eyeing him, and
So that means
he's
we
gay.
have to start working out,
Damn. So that's the way. That's
It's
the ticket,
awesome.
doing push-ups again.
I love like
Yeah.
a masculine gay man. I don't know. 'Cause I know
Well,
they can protect me.
huh? I've been working out lately.
Okay.
Too,
Tell
And
him,
then-
tell me
But they're
shit.
also not trying to like get with you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's fair.
I
Interesting.
guess.
It's very interesting. But damn, so like after that whole thing went down,
You
got a hole in your lip, Brian.
Brian's
What the-
leaking. We're gonna take Brian into the shop this week. He's leaking a little bit.
Well, so what
my bad.
happened? Like when you filed that whole you filed a police report, right? You pressing charges?
They
or?
asked me to,
I was
but
telling her, I was like,
I know I probably
Should I
should
get a
have,
new
dude.
car?
But
Yeah, I know.
This is
Yeah.
what this is the only
First and
reason
last
I would
month's
say,
deposit?
because most of the time, if there's like a fight or something like that, where it's like a dude and a dude or a chick and a chick, I would be like, don't like you
Yeah.
guys are being everybody's being retarded. You shouldn't fight anybody at a bar.
Yeah.
The reason I would say that you should go through with it is because then that person, if they get convicted as a sex offender, which I'm pretty sure they will,
Yeah.
Well,
Hell
I-
yeah.
they have to be on whatever watchdog.com or whatever that website is.
Megan's
and everybody
List
knows that
or-
they're a sex offender.
I thought about that too, but once the cop told me that this guy had like 3 strikes against him, and then they were arresting him that night, I was like, oh, he's gonna end up in jail. Either
mean,
way, but
that-
I just
you're
felt like
probably-
it was. I felt
you're
like it was
probably
just
right.
too.
Yeah, because think about it this way, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again.
Yeah,
Well, about the ending up in jail thing, I think you're probably right, but I would still encourage you
Yeah.
to do it just because he should be in jail.
Yeah. Like
I
especially
mean, 'cause
especially
like I
with
said, it
today,
happened
what's
to
going on
you,
today.
It could happen to
Yeah.
somebody
Well,
else
he was
too.
a young dude.
Just think about. I mean, do you have a lot of girlfriends, friends that are girls that
well, yeah.
go through? I mean, I'm sure you have friends that are girls, but like have been in these situations.
Oh,
Like,
dude, at work. That's everybody you've met at my job. We've all gone through that at work.
damn.
Yeah,
That's-
it's always at
And like
work.
they don't do anything. These girls don't
What-
say anything.
Yeah, of
like
course they
us.
do.
Oh yeah.
She just told
yeah.
us a story not that long ago.
You see the mouse? Keep going.
My coworker almost got fired because she punched a guy for doing the same thing.
For protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know what it's gonna take for this culture to change.
I was watching I don't know if you guys seen the new Chappelle stand up.
What's
Yeah.
It's a
The new
it's
one?
a 3
The
episode.
third one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good, so good.
Yeah.
But he was telling a story that he was I don't want to ruin it for anybody though.
No,
But
go
It's
ahead.
okay.
Pretty
Yeah.
much
Yeah. I
pretty
wanna
much
watch
he
it.
was saying that he was on a subway, you know, going to Harlem, going somewhere, and he had, you know, this
yeah.
amount of money in his backpack, and that he was like, fuck, you know, I'm scared, I'm gonna get robbed, you know, whatever's gonna happen. And he goes in the subway, he's like, it's 3 a.m. I look over down and there's a girl chilling by herself, you know, probably going home. And then he's like, you know what? All of a sudden I wasn't scared anymore because I realized she has something way more valuable and something that
Men want.
men want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And that if they try to offer me to take a pussy on, he goes, nah, you know, you guys keep
Yep,
that.
mhm.
Yeah. Ever-
Shit.
Yeah, you
Oh.
guys haven't seen that one?
No.
It's
Nah, it
really
was
good.
rough,
You guys gotta
yeah.
see it.
It really gives
really
you like
good.
the female perspective on
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Well, I mean, that whole thing going on is pretty nuts right now. But what is it? Didn't they do that? The awards, the wearing all black for
Oh,
yeah, the no, I want to say the Grammys, but it wasn't the Grammys.
Yeah,
it was
I
the Golden
don't know.
Globes.
the Golden
Yeah,
Globes.
Golden Globes with Seth Meyers. He went up there. Seth Meyers, yeah. He went up there and he was giving like a speech and he was throwing Kevin Spacey under the bus. Like,
Oh,
yeah, it was
way.
getting.
fuck.
It, you know, it was like that. I don't know if you guys are big on like movies and watching stuff, but like a lot of these awards, when they have like hosts come up and they'll bring up like sensitive subjects and it gets like really awkward. But like this one was awkward. Like it was really tough. And
Good.
I think it was I don't know if it was Willem Dafoe or it was something. He goes, it's tough to hear your name read out loud without, you know, assuming that the following words is accused of blah blah blah.
Right.
And he brought up Willem Dafoe, such a great guy. And like it was like you everybody clinched and